Ashe, give me a moment. I'm having a little delay. There I am. Let's see if this worked. Okay, perfect. Always like to have my phone off to the side as well so I can check what's happening here. Bingo, there we go. And of course, it is a fantastic Friday. But welcome, beautiful beings. And of course, thank you for being here with me today to another kickoff ceremony of 2026. But before we dive in, I want to let you know that we are standing in a very liminal moment. I feel like we're still in the liminal space, not quite entering into a new year, a liminal moment. It's a threshold space between cycles and seasons, and that's intentional. I feel energetically we are preparing for something big, something bold, which is literally the Fire Horse ceremony, which I am conducting here for 2026 alive. So this is not just another workshop or even a gathering. This is a ceremonial ignition. It's a moment of alignment, release, and of course, activation. So as we step into a Yang Fire Horse year, a fire of, it's a visible fire, but we're also in period 9. So the fire is a little more activated, initiated. It's a spirit to spirit conduit. It's a year of visibility, but also courage, truth, more importantly, and embodied purpose. Yes, you heard that right. Embodied purpose. So if you feel the stirrings already, or if you sense that 2026 is asking more of you, this is a ceremony you do not want to miss. So I'll be sharing more details as we go. So of course, stay tuned. And today we're going to begin, of course, with the moon forecast and the lunar insights, because the moon always tells us the how to move through the moment that we are in. And then, of course, after that, I'm going to be bringing in a numerology segment, which I don't always do, but in particular, I felt like this year was a little bit more insightful. That's really going to help contextualize what's unfolding for us right now and how the numbers are really quietly shaping the road, the path, even the journey ahead into 2026. So this is about timing, pattern recognition, and knowing when to listen instead of rush. And you may notice even just today, or in the last few sessions, I'll say, my live show, I'm not offering many Cowry Shell Divinations live on the show. And that's not an absence, it's a container. So when we're in this liminal space, the medicine shifts. So this is a time for listening, integrating, and letting the deeper currents speak, not pulling answers on demand. So if your heart is calling for personal insight, clarity, or even ritual guidance, private sessions are always available where I can create something truly intentional and mapped specifically to you, your own elemental algorithm. Today, though, we're honoring the pause, the in-between, the breath before the fire. So settle in and soften your shoulders and open up your awareness, because we are literally walking between worlds right now. And what comes next is actually being shaped by how present you are in the moment, this moment in this situation. So let's begin. So today, the moon, the goddess of the night, is in Libra. So it's forming a square to the sun in Capricorn. And we are on our way to the last quarter moon phase. And this is the final releasing point of the lunar cycle. So as we head towards the new moon in Capricorn, which I'll be recording later on today, the Sacred Spirit Circle for Aquarius, along with this new moon in Capricorn. So what this phase is, the last quarter moon is a phase of integration. It's a phase of releasing, adjustment, emotional adjustments, but also discernment. So this is where we clear, it's where we edit, and we really let go of what didn't work from the previous cycle. so we can enter the new moon lighter, but also wiser and more aligned. So it's not about pushing forward, it's actually about cleaning house before the reset. So this moon, what it may feel like for all of us, really, especially though with the moon in Libra, emotions are focused on relationships, partnerships, fairness, emotional agreements, balance and harmony always comes up, and how we relate to others. But with the sun in Capricorn, the spotlight is on responsibility in relationships, but also boundaries, long-term goals, commitments, integrity, and emotional maturity. And this Libra Capricorn square during this last quarter phase can really feel like realizing a relationship dynamic is actually out of balance, recognizing where you've over compromised. Even I find sometimes there could be emotional fatigue from holding it all together. There could be a desire, an innate desire to withdraw and reassess commitments and really letting go of people pleasing. I feel like Libra as an energy itself does a lot of that, wherever it plays out in your chart, I might add. So just letting go of people pleasing in favor of your own inner self-respect. It's like investing on your inside first, so you can invest on the outside. There could be a quiet but firm, just inner knowing. So this cannot continue as it is. That's kind of the energy on the inside. So this isn't like this dramatic drama energy. It's actually a clarifying energy. So this moon is really asking for a conscious release, being conscious of the release, getting the memo, and asking yourself, like literally, what emotional agreements are outdated? Or where have you been maintaining the harmony and skipping the stones at your own expense? It's a receivership energy. And even what relationship patterns need to be rebalanced or even just released. And because it's Capricorn, it's like what responsibilities are no longer truly yours. And Libra really helps us see the imbalance or where these imbalances are. And Capricorn helps us take the responsibility for correcting them. It's the course correction. So this is a perfect moment, energetically and otherwise, emotionally, to really have a closing conversation and renegotiate your expectations, setting a firm but also loving boundary and releasing resentments, and really decide what you're no longer carrying into the new moon. So as we move towards the new moon in Capricorn, this last quarter moon in Libra is really reminding us that true balance comes from releasing what no longer supports our integrity. And for me, integrity is huge and goes along with honoring your word. But here's my version of the Libra moon in Capricorn for the natal Libra moons, an affirmation for you. It's kind of hard to read, but it says, I honor my needs, I balance my heart, and choose connections that really uplift my spirit. So I really like that just to tune into. And when I return, we're going to talk about the numerology of 2026, plus integrating the elementals of the year. So this little commercial is actually for the Libra natal moons. You can tune into your natal moon sign on my YouTube channel for moon forecasts if you want to just dive into your own emotional foundation. The moon is, I feel, as a reflector where we should all kind of tap into. And for the natal moons in Libra during Capricorn season, Libra moons enter Capricorn season like a soft breeze meeting a mountain. It's grounding, clarifying, recalibrating, and at times humbling in the best way. So let's pour the lunar medicine, the lunar moon medicine for Capricorn season. If your natal moon is in Libra, a season of boundary maturation, emotional equilibrium, and relational truth. Capricorn season brings a stabilizing, sobering wisdom to your Libra moon. The emotional indecision eases, the external noise dims, and suddenly what you value, what you need. What is that? What does that even mean? All of that rises to the surface. So with the moon beginning Capricorn season in Capricorn, Saturn's direct, heading towards your polarity, this is a time of relational accountability, clarity, empowered choice. Capricorn's earth grounds your air. Your mind clears. Your heart steadies. Your intuition becomes a practical and razor precise tool. So this is a season where your emotional body says or invokes, no more guessing, no more pleasing, no more balancing. Let's build something real, tangible. So Capricorn season for a Libra moon may feel a desire for genuine partnership, not performative ones. Stronger boundaries, yes, even if you're conflict avoidant. There could be a shift from keeping the peace to living in truth. There could be a need to simplify your relationships, being less tolerant for emotional inconsistency in others. There could be a clearer sense of your standards. There could be the urge to stabilize your home finances and or commitments, or all of the above. Even more focus on self-respect, not just harmony. How about emotional grounding through solitude and structure? Capricorn season holds up a mirror. Where do you give too much? Where do you receive too little? Or where have you been negotiating your worth? This is your alignment season. And moon medicine for the natal moons in Libra. Number 1, strengthen your emotional boundaries. This is your time to say, I choose what nourishes me. And create structure around relationships. Clear agreements, clear expectations, clear communication. And reclaim your authority in connections. How you connect. You can be loving and self-honoring simultaneously. Nurture your inner equilibrium. Restore balance from the inside, not through external validation. And commit. We all should do this. Commit and invest into yourself first. Just saying. You're not abandoning others. You're finally showing up for the person who matters most. You. I love that. And Omen Days inspiration for Libra moons. Your omens appear through the relational field, I want to say, but also through your voice. So repeated themes around fairness or imbalance, synchronicities involving justice, symbols, scales, feathers, the number 2, even the number 6, shifts in your social circle, random clarity about past relationships, even encounters that show you what reciprocity should feel like, heart sensations when something is authentically, truly aligned. So your theme is balanced heart moving into boundaried harmony. And every omen asks, what relationships support your soul and which drain it? And a mantra for the Libra moons, I honor my needs, balance my heart, and choose connections that uplift, elevate even, my spirit. I love that for you. And we are back. I just noticed my @top fans join my live now for free readings and divinations. Actually, subscribe to the Coven, or at least my email list, for some free insights for the Fire Horse ceremony coming up. But I really do want to talk about numbers, 2026 numerology, because numerology gives us the skeleton key to the year ahead. So shifting gears and bringing in numerology, because numbers tell us why things feel the way they do beneath the surface. So when we look at the energy of 2026, we add the digits together. So it's the 2 plus the 0 plus the 2 plus the 6 becomes 10. And the 1 plus the 0 obviously equals 1. And the 10 reduces to the 1. So the 10 becomes 1. And 10 is the number of mastery, culmination, integration. And 1 is the number of the sun. It's initiation, leadership, self-definition. So yes, I would say 2026 carries the vibration of a 1 year, but it is born through a 10. And that really matters. So what does this tell us? What does this speaks to? So for myself, it tells us that 2026 is not about starting from scratch. It's about starting from truth, authenticity. So this is a year where everything you've learned, healed, grieved, practiced, and more importantly, embodied finally becomes or comes together. It becomes the togetherness. And then it's asking us to step forward differently. No more rehearsals, no more waiting for permission. You've got your permission slip. No more half versions of who you are. 1 year says it's asking us to lead with who we actually are. Now, here's the key piece, and this is where it really gets juicy. A 1 year requires clarity of identity. So if you don't know who you are, the year will pressure you like a pressure cooker, or I'm thinking of steam in the pressure cooker. It's going to pressurize you until you do. So if you do know who you are, the year accelerates you. So this is why the fire horse matters so much. Fire horse does not tolerate hesitation. It's like coming out of the gate. It's the racehorse. When I was younger, my horse Christopher was actually a fire horse. That's another conversation. But it's asking for presence, authenticity, and movement. And this is also why we begin with water. Because before we lead, before we act, and before we ignite, you must feel. You must clear emotional residue. You must remember your intuitive rhythm. But you also must let the river move through you. That's why the water year medicine in the Dagara, this is a water year. So water and fire are coming together. And the fire horse ceremony, they're not separate. They are a sequence. So first, the river remembers you. There's a guided meditation in the coven called The River Remembers You. And then that is when we rise. So a 1 year is about beginnings, leadership, independence, and identity. But a 10 is not just a beginning. It's a completion that turns into the initiation. 10 is the cosmic reset. And the number 10 is it's the moment spirit hands you the key and says, are you ready to walk through this door? It's giving you the key to open the door. And the 10 is saying, or even just activating, it's saying like you've lived a full cycle. You've gathered the wisdom. And now you are stepping forward with that awareness, not innocence. And it is the end of a cycle. And simultaneously, it's the beginning of destiny in a 10-year. Old identities fall apart or away. Timelines are resetting. Purpose awakens. Life rearranges itself around the truth that you've been avoiding. So the 10-year is the lightning strike before the dawn. And the year of belonging, the author. It really is the year of belonging, and it's also identity shifting. So when 10 collapses into the 1, the message is clear. You are writing a new story. You are choosing a new life. You are becoming the initiator of your path. The number 1 activates, again, identity, which is the sun, leadership, moving forward, and personal power. I can see solar plexus energy, courage, new beginnings, independence. So this means 2026 is not about starting from scratch. It's about starting from your own truth. Now, here's where, for myself, this is where it really gets interesting. We have entered a water year energetically, and in a water year, the 1 energy doesn't push. I'm a very elemental kind of ritual kind of person, invoking the spirits of the elementals. So I always go to those first. But water, it pulls you deeper into the self you're meant to embody. It's not a year of force, it's a year of alignment, integrity, while simultaneously preparing for the fire horse. So water plus fire is alchemy. Water remembers and fire reveals. And numerology, if you look at the numbers, what does that even mean? You don't leap blindly. You feel first your moon, and then you integrate, then you move. So this year is asking all of us, who are you when you're no longer reacting, but you're choosing? It's a different energy. Choosing. So who leads when you trust yourself fully? Hopefully your heart. And this is why the fire horse ceremony matters, because a 1 year doesn't wait for permission. It's asking for embodiment. And that's the other key, is what I want to say, embodiment. So as we move through the rest of this cycle, we're finished up Omen Days through ceremony, through preparation. So really pay attention to what's quietly rising or trying to speak through you from your inside to the outside. That's your next beginning. So as this is a turning from 10 to 1, your natal sun manifesting 10 into vitality, the sun. So your natal sun, your essence, your vitality, your core radiance will be reborn through this one cycle. It'll be unique and individual to each and every one of us. Every sign will feel their own kind of rising, their own percolating. Fire signs or energy elemental of fire or otherwise, this is like, it's an ignition switch for you. It's like striking the match, igniting a new mission. Where a water sign, elemental or otherwise, just know that elementally, this is awakening those emotional genius, an emotional genius inside of you. For air signs, elemental or otherwise, the element of air, working just even with the elementals, this is about birthing ideas that change your directory, including the energy of Pluto along with Uranus moving, I may add, soon into Gemini. So there is that flicker, I will say. And earth signs, the element or the energy of earth, the spirits of earth or otherwise, this is like breaking ground on a new reality, like the earth opens for you and shows you. So this is the seed. This is your Phoenix year. And it's activating through water instead of fire. So there's this softer resurrection that's happening. It's a quieter power, a deeper truth. So just knowing that the fire horse is on its way, it is coming, and it's just beyond the water year in the Dagara cosmology. I look at all of these things. That's when I do my Cowry Shell Divinations. It's how it kind of plays out for all of us. But I just want to say, being beyond the water year and approaching the year of fire, the fire horse, a once every 60 years frequency that brings rebellion, reinvention, a crackling liberation, the spark of our souls. And also period 9 is fire. So the fire activates everything it touches. Two sides of the coin. So just say in your spirit space is what I want to say there. But it's also spirit to soul with the water. Whole nother thing there. But the water year prepares you. The 1 year is activating you, and the fire horse will ignite you. I just want to say next week, I'm going to be diving in deeper into how to prepare for the fire horse ceremony inside the online coven. That's where the ceremony plus the replay will set, along with the water year, remembering you, emotional meditation. So I'm also including, which I don't usually do this, but a fire horse altar with meditations, elementals, and of course the moon. This is going to be a year-long initiation. You can join at the beginning or at any time in the cycle. There's no rules. It's not about rushing. But I'll also dive into how your natal sun matures in a year of identity awakening, ultimately a year of becoming authentic. And just subscribing. Moon Mail has rituals and other insights as well. Those are always coming out. So just make sure you have subscribed, because this is where the portal widens. And as we slowly begin to close this space together, I want to bring us all full circle, because we're standing at the edges of something very sacred. It's the meeting of water and fire, the remembering and the ignition. And the fire horse live ceremony is approaching quickly, is what I want to say. It's vividly coming in. But this is not a moment to rush. It's a moment to actually prepare, Inside the online coven community, there's the guided meditation. Entering the water year, the river remembers you. This journey is about learning how to move with the current, how to let water soften you so fire can rise clean, clear, and true. Water first, then fire. This is how transformation lasts. So if you feel called to stay connected as we move through these thresholds, subscribe to my email list for upcoming insights, numerology guidance, which is not normally what I do, and of course, ceremony announcements. Or step inside the coven. That's where the rituals, the meditations, and the deeper teachings live. And of course, if you're seeking personalized clarity, private sessions, they're always available, where we can map your unique energetic design, your own elemental algorithm, and meet the forces of adversity with intention and ritual. This is something sacred and individual to each and every body. But as always, thank you for being here in this in-between space with me. And thank you for honoring the pause before the flame. Again, I'm not doing divinations. Why I prep for this, it's like we're in this liminal space. Only privately will I be offering them, not the minis. But until next time, of course, listen to the river, tend to your own inner fire, and ultimately trust that what's coming is already learning your name. Invoke a new name, a new identity. And of course, I'll see you soon. And I like to say, people throw shade and dim your light all the time. And if people can throw shade and dim your light, then I can radiate your brilliance. My name is the Tonya Dee. My motto is changing lives, igniting passions on the information highway while awakening the spirit. So shine on and radiate your brilliant out into the world for all the world to see. 2026 is definitely not a year to dim your light. It's a year to shine brighter. And with that, as always, ashe and blessings. I'll see you on the other side.